Scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
All right, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. We wanted action, and they are delivering. He scores with the counter. This fight has a real good flow to it. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Perfect counter lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
You're not giving outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throws the jab and doesn't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. There's a counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice counter. Beautiful counter shot. Straight right just misses. Done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, out of depth.
You still landing your power shots.
There's the bell for round 2. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. Got a big reach advantage here. Let's see if they can take advantage.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed. Go straight and make it. Nothing to jump.
typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
If you're standing in front of a jumper shot and you're trying to punch it back, push it back, the jumper shot is probably going to roll right over you.
Counter punch caught him clean. Counter punching. Don't want to trade shots. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. These counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punch. Shot lands. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready, and Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent.
Right hand is beautiful. That's it. Just
Let's get it started in round three. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Punch, counter punch. Tried to score with that hook but missed. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. Nice counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they've got in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want a spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Counter punching. Misses with the straight left. Punch and just got countered. That counter shot lands. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. A perfect counter lands. Straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Punches have to hurt. Lucky that hook didn't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. that last round,
Don't be
it's
looking
pretty
there for one
obvious who
shot at
has
a
the
time.
advantage here.
Set
I
him up.
seriously
He
hope
will
the
take him
judges
out.
kept their eye on
He's
this
ready
fight,
to go.
because if they haven't,
Absolutely
there's going to be
Better
absolute
than that.
uproar.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there.
Get back out there and win the round. You've been coasting this fight and now
Those
you're
1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't.
Tyson win the round back. Take away that confidence.
Again, don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will.
You're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him
Already, that right hand is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking
around. Get back behind your jab. Basics.
And that'll do it for the time
Great
between
work.
rounds as we get set to get
Don't
back
be
in
looking
the
there
action.
for one shot at a time.
Well, the fight's not over yet. You got to get out there and win this round, kid. You had everything in the bag.
Here's the bell for round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely done. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Got out of the way of that right hook. There's a counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Perfect counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill.
Here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard gets Roberto Duran the first fight. Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him, I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Sure.
Oh, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Tyson Fury in serious trouble. I don't see how he's going to get out of this. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You were loading up. You were still landing your power shot.
You want to win this fight? Don't worry about that one.
Think about the defense on the end of what you do. Good work.
Forget about that round. It was a bad round.
But we don't care in the middle. Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Just stay focused.
Back into the fray here in round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. shoot. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about blood.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence. No, they just want to fight. A perfect counter lands. Well done with that counter shot. Don't let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, John?
So one who draws first blood clot. That's what you've got to look at. You hit, and you know you're in there with a banger. You've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Good counter. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell them when it goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Those counter punches have to hurt. An uppercut does not score. Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Really in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You're loading them up, but you're still landing your power shots.
Let's start the sixth. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a great chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a fist. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Both trying for a knockout. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Catch and shoot. There's the jab, but it doesn't score. He scores with the counter. Catch and shoot. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. How about that time counter shot? done with that counter shot. There's a counter shot. Nice defense on that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Good work.
What are you doing? You switched off completely.
There's the bell to start round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it, hands down.
There's a counter shot. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when it catch you.
Counter punching. Beautiful counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Well done with that counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than I could.
Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? But I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Perfect counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? Counter punch. Counter shot lands. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Just see how they respond here in the next round.
So they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Focus. Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths.
Put up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work.
Breathe. Breathe. Now listen, kid. I need you to go back out.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it, hands down.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Then step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. Tyson with that jab. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Beautiful counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? Can't find a home in that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A perfect counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. Counter punch caught him clean. Bombs away. Those counter punches have to hurt. Straight right just misses. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't... Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
I seriously hope you're getting your time in already.
There's the bell to start round 9. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen in the past in this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punch. Stamina is off the charts. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. No rest for the weary. Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. There's a counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for the point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Exchange punches. Both want the knockout. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. Holding nothing back here in the round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. Counter punches have to hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. fury in that last
Great
round.
round.
I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on
Keep
the
doing
line
what
here.
you're doing, the gaps will appear. Good work there.
Okay, now you're switching off. You've done all your work all the way through camp.
Listen, great work. Stay focused.
Round 10. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Watch the jab. Counter punch caught him clean. A lot of effort being exerted here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Not caught sleeping on the job. What you do, you step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? His stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counter shot. Counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
Because when you talk about championship
Three
material,
shots. Keep smart.
Oh, what was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off.
Landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
There's the bell for round 11. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far.
And down goes Fury! Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four, five. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, getting new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
A shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, four. And you still want to fight.
on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Counter shot lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get caught to rhythm, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Oh, we're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Punch right up the middle. Couldn't land that jab. Perfect. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Days now needs to steady the pace.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
Absolutely crazy.
Let him back into the fight. Don't give him any free shots. Keep smart.
Okay, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Hand is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots.
Now, get your mind back, get your focus back.
On to the 12th. Let's see how these two fighters respond after both got knocked down in the previous round.
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
Beautiful counter shot. Got out of the way of that right hook. Ready for that counter punch. I can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the car. They've got to relax.
Mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judges going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Perfect counter shot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. competitive round with 10 seconds left. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.